Hey guys, what's up? This is Izzy and we're back with another beginner guide. This time we're going to be looking at the credit store and be looking at it a bit more in depth and how we can benefit from the credit store. Obviously, if you're looking at my account right now, I've leveled up quite a bit from all the past videos. Don't worry too much about that, even if you know you're still a fresh player. The credit store is something that you're going to be able to take advantage of pretty early on. So don't worry too much about the level. So the credit store is found within the store tab and is found at the very end where we see credit store. Despite being part of the store tab, it's entirely free. There's no real world money involved in this, so no need to worry about that. So we want to take advantage of the credit store because there's a number of useful things in here, including 3 unique operators. You can see I just finished purchasing Gavel, as well as a number of miscellaneous items that we can get here. These are all going to be items that you can use for upgrading your units via promotion or upgrading their skills, as well as things like drill records so that you can give them EXP, and furniture parts which you'll need in order to improve your base. So a quick look at the operators, which is probably what most people are going to want from this. So the first operator that you'll be introduced to in the credit store will be Courier. He is a 4-star Vanguard and an upgrade to Fang, who you will be getting for free. I actively make use of him, and because you can get multiple copies of him within the credit store, you can actually get him all the way up to potential 6. This is fantastic because that means you get to take full advantages of the bonuses that come from there, including the -2 DP cost that comes from the first and last potential increase. This effectively means that despite getting the +2 from the +2 cost in DP from promotion, you have from E0 to E1, you're effectively canceling that out, and that is great. The other operator you'll be able to get is going to be 4-star medic, single target medic Gavel here, and likewise you can get her all the way up to potential 6 as well, and this is also a fairly commonly used free-to-play unit, mainly because you're able to also get her all the way to potential 6. You will also be able to get a defender called Durnar, and that comes in the second half of the operators, and she is a defender. I still actually haven't gotten her. So the way the operators work is that you'll first see Courier, and then from then on your operators Courier and Gavel will rotate based off of how many credits you have spent in the credit store cumulatively. After you finish getting Courier and Gavel, you will move on to part 2, which is Durnar, and you can click on this button in the bottom left called Operator Progress to see that. So I literally just finished part 1 today, so tomorrow Durnar will pop up on the store for me, right on where Gavel's spot is, and then the second copy of her will appear when I spend 5,000 total cumulative credits, and you can see here that I've spent 3,500 so far, 3,522 so far, so you can keep track of how many credits you are, and as this bar fills up, you'll know to save up on credits the day before in order to have enough to purchase the operator. So with that said, obviously we want to take advantage of this credit store and get all of these items for free, but we're going to need credits in order to do so. You can see here that you're able to hold a maximum of 300 credits each day. Afterwards, anything over that will expire at the start of a new day within the server. So the first way to get credits is by claiming your daily allowance, and this daily allowance will be in the form of a button up here, which will then be replaced with claim after you claim it. And your daily allowance will fluctuate based on 3 things. So the primary factor in your daily allowance is going to be the total ambiance within your dorms. So for this reason, you're going to want to upgrade and get all of your dorms in your base, because their ambiance will directly translate to additional daily credits. The other 2 things you have less control over, and that's basically whether or not you've used a friend's support unit or whether or not they've used one of your units. So you have some control over the first one, obviously, which is just use a friend's support unit. And you could do that in any mission whatsoever. You could literally just click on a mission, you click start a mission, and you click on support units. Now to your left, or the main thing that you're going to see when you first click on this button, is if you have any friends whatsoever, their support units will pop up for you immediately. Outside of that, and obviously there'll be a friend's unit up on the top left to inform you of that. Outside of that, you can go to the recommended section and pick one of these units. Now these will not let you get the plus 30 additional credits because they're not your friend's units, but after completing it you can add them as a friend and hopefully they will accept, and from then on you can take advantage of that. So for this reason you're also going to want to obviously beef up your friend count. Definitely do that in the very beginning. Definitely add people as friends. You are free to, of course, add this account as a friend. Just search up my name and number under the add section over here, and I will pop up, and I will generally accept everyone insofar as I have space for that. The other one is you'll get 20 credits if someone uses one of your support units. You can set your support units down here. The first tab will be unlocked for you pretty much automatically upon, I believe, just getting your reception room built, and you will be able to put a 5-star unit within this tab. You'll then get 2 additional tabs as you upgrade your reception room within your base, and these will be able to hold any star operators, so you'll usually pick your 6-star operators. You will want to come back here and manually set which skills are available, and the reason you're going to do that is to just pick the most effective skill. You want to have check this like fairly often enough and make sure you have your best units here, just because this will make you more attractive in terms of your units being used, and in turn let you get those 20 extra credits. That said, you don't really have much control over whether or not someone will use your unit, whether or not your friends will use your units or not, but that's kind of the only real way to just sort of up your odds. You do, however, have control over using one of your friends' units, and that's something that you should be doing every day in order to get bonus credits. So the other way you're going to be getting your credits will mainly be in the form of the reception room that comes within your base. You will unlock this fairly early on in the game as well. Your reception room is where you'll be able to do clue researching. I'll have a video based on developing the base in the future, but you'll be able to appoint operators in order to search for clues, and this will give you credits in several different ways. So you'll be able to get credits from finding a clue, and this will just happen over time as well as daily. You can see here you will get 20 credits for each, so you will get a 20 credits at 4 a.m. each day, and another 20 credits every time the timer over here counts down to 0, and this timer here will be based off of the bonuses that your operators give to clue research speed. So definitely pays to have some operators here at all times in order to reduce that. So like mentioned, you'll get 20 for each of those. You can also gift duplicate clues that you have. I actually currently do not have any duplicate clues, and you can receive gifts from your friends, and those will also give you additional clues. You'll get, I believe, 20 credits every time you gift a clue to a friend. So let's say hypothetically I get a copy here of clue 1. It pays to want to gift it to someone who needs clue 1, right? Because then I'll just get 20 credits, and you could do that indefinitely. So feel free to gift away all of your dupes just so that you're getting additional credits. You'll also just get credits for receiving gifts from your friends, but these have diminishing returns. So you'll get 15 for the very first gift, 10 for the second, and 5 from the third and onwards. So yeah, definitely pays to have a lot of friends here, just so that you can gift and receive as many clues as possible and just rack up those credits. Your reception room will also determine how many friends you can have, so it's definitely worth upgrading your reception room at some point. Although the limits are fairly generous here, so by upgrading it once, you can have up to 20 friends, and then upgrading it a final time will give it to you. We'll up that to 35. Lastly, if you manage to fill up all 7 clues, which I did previously, you'll be able to perform a clue exchange. You can actually see that I'm already performing a clue exchange based off of this little orange bar and spinning thing that's going on here. And a clue exchange will basically take a day for you to complete, and will get rid of all 7 of your clues and reward you with 210 credits once the clue exchange is over. So obviously that's a ton of credits, and easily the most amount of clues you can credits you can get from performing a single action. Yeah, so for that reason, obviously you're going to want to fill in these clues. There are certain operators that can help you get certain specific clues, and again, all of that will likely be in a separate video. I just don't want to put it all in this video because I don't want to increase the time of the video too much. Lastly, you can also get clues just from visiting your friends' reception rooms if they are performing a clue exchange. And again, that's one of the reasons why you're going to want to have as many friends as possible. But the way this works is you just go back to your friends tab, click on your friends to see a list of your friends and their support units and stuff. And if they're going to performing a clue exchange, you will see that same sort of orange spinning symbol on over their visit button. Clicking the visit button will let you visit that person's reception room, and you will gain 30 credits for doing so. Repeat visits obviously do not give you that 30 credits, and the game marks a little handy symbol after you've visited a person's reception room. So again, for that reason, you definitely want to be having as many friends as possible. More friends means more potential clue exchanges and more potential of reception rooms to visit, and more credits in the end for you to then spend on a bunch of, free mats and stuff. Yeah, and so that's pretty much all of the ways you're going to be getting your credits. It's a little bit hard to sort of plan things out with friends. Technically speaking, it's actually more beneficial for you to, gift someone 1 through 7 and them gift you 1 through 7, because then you'll get the gifting and receiving rewards on top of, your clue exchanges. But obviously that's kind of really hard to coordinate unless you know someone in real life that's also playing, in which case then you are free to definitely try that. But aside from that, you have all of the other ways, which are a bit more guaranteed in terms of getting yourself a higher daily allowance. So definitely make sure to upgrade your dorms as much as you possibly can, and deck them out so that they have higher ambiance. And definitely make sure to be getting those as many friends as possible, just to sort of have more support units that you can pick, so that you could get that guaranteed 30 per day, and also increase the likelihood of one of your support units getting picked, so that you get that additional 20 per day. And also just having more reception rooms to visit. So the game definitely encourages you to have as many friends as possible, and you should take advantage of that. Aside from that, the only thing you should take into account is that if you receive a gift from a friend, a clue gift from a friend, obviously you are free to slap it on and use it to help you get to your 7, but there is a expiration date on those. So after a few days, they will end up disappearing. So do keep that in mind and double check, because sometimes a friend might gift me like a number 4, and then I might just happen to, unluckily get a number 4 here from the reception room myself, in which case, I'll definitely use my friend's my friend's gift so that I can get rid of it before the expiration date happens, or it reaches its expiration date. Aside from that, that is pretty much it for this video. I've been trying to keep them a lot shorter from that last banner analysis video that I released, I believe 2 weeks ago or a week ago. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching if you've made it this far, and if you like the content, definitely feel free to like, comment, sub, all that jazz, and thank you, and hopefully I will catch you in the next video.